Hi, Karen Rock Carter here. It's Feng Shui story time. Dig in, settle in. All right. This is where you can learn some Feng Shui tips and tricks based on the stories of my clients and my consultations. All right. So today, very interesting client story. She had an employee that who had embezzled a lot of money and was actually living in a house that she owned, and now she's squatting in the house not paying anything, and my client wants her out and she's not getting out. They've sued each other back and forth and everything. A lot of legal entanglements. They're like, they hate her. They're like, oh, you've messed up so much of our life, right? You're living in our house and you stole from us and we trusted you, and there's just so much icky energy. Just so I was like, oh, we got to comb the knots out of this, right? And so I was like, okay. Well, they lived in, I don't know if you know, an Eichler house, a very kind of contemporary 60s home, a lot of floor to ceiling glass, kind of thin construction, kind of Southern California house, no insulation or whatever. And so we had to do a lot of work on the leakiness of the house, a lot of big glass walls everywhere, so the energy would come into the room and just slide back out. Front door, back door, courtyard space, very confusing. So we had to do a lot of things to the house. The color red we used to stop the energy from leaving the house along the back walls and things when you're entering the room and entering the home. Crystal hang between the front door and back door to disperse things in the house so it stays. Distract the eye in different directions as opposed to right outside to the view, etc. So we worked on her house, just basic feng shui a lot. But I also asked her, I said, I need you to write like a letter of just like, okay, thank you for the lesson, time to move on, it's all over. She's like, I can't, I can't do it. I'm like, well, we need to get you to the end, like act as if. And in my Make a Shift, Change Your Life book, hopefully there's a link below for Make a Shift, Change Your Life, I have a little technique called Plan the Party. And it so far has a 100% success rate. So don't deny me that the Plan the Party trick doesn't work. So we plan the party as if it's already done. I need to get her out of this, like, I hate her, and into this, like, it's all done. It all worked out. It was a fair outcome. But she was so frustrated because she's like, look, it's March. The trial isn't until October. I'm going to lose the house before I even get to trial. I can't afford to pay my mortgage, that mortgage, everything else if she's not paying anything. She's like, I'm screwed. There's nothing to do. I'm like, we're going to feng shui your house and we're going to get you calm down inside so you're not so aggravated, because this energy is just keeping the whole thing going. We're planning the party. And so I said, when are we having this party? And she's like, does it have to be after the trial? I go, no, we need it to be before. We need it to be like very soon. If you can't afford to keep this house going, we need this this party to be soon. She's like, okay. I go, this is a real party. You're throwing this party and you are celebrating that the trial went your way. And it was, I don't ask for like, screw the other person, a fair outcome. We're looking for a fair outcome. And if you feel like you're right, then it'll be, you'll like the outcome. She's like, okay. So anyway, she's like, and I go, paper plates or china? But I don't like it. Music, DJ or band. I just kept on forcing her back into this plan the party mode. A whole different energy. If you're planning a party, it's not like, oh, I hate that person for screwing me over. Completely different attitude. So I'm like, trying to get her over here. And she kept on flipping back out. And I'm like, back over here. Plan the party. Is it catered or are you making the food? Tacos or spaghetti, whatever. So we kept planning the party. This was like a Friday when she hired me. We did all this. Monday, the trial is months away. And the attorneys are not talking at all. They're just like, we're going to have to wait till October. And that Monday, the other person's attorney called and said, yeah, we want to wrap this up. she's like, oh my God, like 2 days. I go, keep planning the party. And so she's planning the party, and the judges and them, they all get together and they're trying to hash this out. I don't know what goes on in legal worlds. I don't find myself in there. I don't feng shui. I keep my feng shui clean. So anyway, long story short, the judge says that they ruled in the other person's favor. And I mean, she left and she's like, we lost. Like, I hate feng shui. You know, and I'm going, you know, as a feng shui consultant, it takes a lot of guts when the judge just said that my client lost. And I go, stay the course. You got good feng shui. And, you know, maybe if you're a new feng shui consultant, you're like, I don't think I can say that. But I've been around long enough to know that if you've got good feng shui, it's going to work out in your favor. So chillax. Take a chill pill. This is just ambient noise at this point. Your intentions were you are getting that fair outcome. So she was like beside herself. I'm like, keep planning the party. And she's like, I lost. And lo and behold, between the time that the judge said it in person and when he wrote it up officially for the files, I guess, he did a complete 180 and ruled in my client's favor. Her attorney was like, don't get excited. That's not what he said. And we all know it. There must be some mistake. And I'm like, now we're talking. And I said, no, you got your outcome. This is it. And her attorney was like, no, don't get her excited about this. I'm like, get excited. And so long story short, it was true. She did win everything. And everything worked out in her favor. But there was this little bump and glitch. And I've seen that bump and glitch in a lot of people's trails that they take to get from point A to point B from a feng shui point of view. When it looks like the train is crashing, stay the course. You got good feng shui. Don't believe it. Keep planning the party. It has happened so many times. It's almost like a part of the equation, although I can't say it happens all at 100% of the time. But don't be surprised when the dust kicks up a little bit. Just stay the course. If you've got good feng shui, it's going to work out in your favor. I've been doing this for years. I'm very confident when I say that. So anyway, Make a Shift, Change Your Life book is about, you know, has that plan the party and a lot of other techniques in it. Feel free to click the link below if that's helpful to you. And if you don't have my first book, Move Your Stuff, Change Your Life, feel free to grab a copy of that along the way as well. So hope this story's been helpful. Get out there and plan that party. If you have a legal issue, I'm telling you, call me, support@KarenRockCarter.com if you need my feng shui help. But that plan the party thing, 100% success rate so far. Got lots of stories about that, but that's one of my favorites. So hope it's been helpful to you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch more stories, and hopefully they can help you and change your life. Take care.